Hey guys, it's Pete Ristow with Uplink Communications. So I got a call from a referral partner the other day, and he was having a hard time finding a vendor for one of his customers, specifically for the phones. And the guy that he's in question here owns an auto body shop, and he's rapidly expanding. Like we're talking like tripling the size of his business, kind of expanding. It's a pretty big deal. And the specific problem that this guy has is that I think it's a problem that most business owners have at some point, or at least most people who have a lot of responsibilities in a company have, where you get up to go talk to one person on the other side of the building. And as you're going there, you get grabbed by one, two, three, four, five people. And a little, what should have been a quick 2 minute, quick question, answer, move on, turns into a 20-minute endeavor, right? So what he wants to do is just be able to holler down the hall, essentially. So we suggested implementing a paging system. And this could either go through the VoIP phones, like just come right out of the speaker there, or it can be done with like an overhead paging system. And in his case, I think the overhead paging system is probably the right way to go, but that's neither here nor there. A paging system is just like one of many things that I like to call the peripheral phone products. There are a lot of systems in place that rely on phone lines and some kind of telephone connection that we have to consider before we move forward with a business. Like they may have a security system, a fire system, elevator lines, like all the things, right? And one thing that I have to do during sales meetings is make sure that when we start, especially when we're coming over from a traditional phone system, make sure that when we're cutting phone lines, we're not cutting any of those essential systems. And it's something that can be handled. We just have to make sure that we're doing it. You have to ask the questions. You have to know the things. And once you know what you're doing, you can work around these things. But if you're not prepared, you can run into trouble. Um, so it's easy for a prospect to overlook these things because it's just part of their typical daily life. And their initial inquiry is not, they're not looking for, I need to change out my security system. They're having a problem with the phone on their desk and it's driving them crazy and they want to replace it. Right. And so that can be really frustrating. Um, but they don't really think about the elevator in the building. They don't think about the fire panel. They don't think about those things until later because they're not intrinsically linked in a lot of business owners' minds. And that's one of the things that I have to do and keep track of is all these peripheral systems. One thing that we've run into often lately is door access systems too, things like that. So it's one of those things where if you're switching carriers, you kind of got to think about these things. And if you don't, then you need to be switching to a carrier who's going to be thinking about them for you. And so if that's something that you've thought about or something that you're now thinking about, I'm definitely open to having a conversation about that. So if you want to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, reach out to me here on LinkedIn or YouTube. I am more than happy to have a discussion. So thanks. Bye.